hag's blood, you actually survived! Who would have thought a wretched peace drinker like you would have made it out of that hell? Did you find it? The bear's hoard? Of course you have proof of this, outsider. It's Giram's axe. It was taken from my father's dying hands. Falmer?
Eyeless wretches that often dwell in Dwemer deeps. You've done us a service, outsider. I presume you've collected your share of our stolen wealth. Ha! With no disrespect, I do recognize the mark of the Riften Guild. Thief or not, you have returned far more than you have taken today. So you may also retain your skin and the precious blood that it contains. No, I want you to answer me something. Kalturin tells me you've learned the location of the bear's hoard from a journal belonging to Maltair's snow bear. And you're also carrying the warrior Bathild's family token. These are important things, private things. And here they are in the hands of a stranger who walks through our defenses seeking our lost legacy. What I want to know is this: are you truly an outsider? Or are you perhaps actually one of the blood of the Sidhe? You're certain? A family token such as that is no small thing. It's passed from mother to daughter. Ah, so it's only a stolen trinket to you then. And foolish of me to seek the shades of the dead among the living. Still, there's a strange symmetry to your arrival with these dishonored mementos and the restoration of our inheritance. I must visit the hags and read the bones. Meanwhile, Kalturin, take your warriors and retrieve the treasure. This stranger is free to go.
Yes, Lady Mimosa. And here, you'll want this back. Take the wretched thing. Yes. I will tell you. My half brother Fergus was a Sidhe. We were inseparable as pups. But when Bathild took the snow bear as a mate, we became divided by our tribal loyalties. Last time I saw him was during a raiding skirmish. We were just boys, but I killed him nonetheless. I hope you tore that token from her cold dead corpse. A fitting place for a woman who divided us from our tribal allies, our treasure, and even our dead.
Such bitterness, Kalturin. She was a mighty warrior who did the best for her tribe. Let it go. It was nearly 30 years ago. The Forsworn are united, and we have reclaimed our lost treasure.
But I cannot visit Fergus or lay sweet herbs on his brow.
Well, outsider, you have your portion of the treasure. It's a dead thing, from a dead line. Sell it, or bury it, I don't care. What now, thief? Because I'm old, and I was there, and Bathild was my cousin. because she loved him, and he loved her. Admired her too. And she thought it would save the sheep from the coming storm. No, Snow Bear was so extravagant in the execution of his duties that he alienated all the other tribes of the Reach. When they finally managed to destroy him, they hunted down her tribesmen, killed the warriors, and absorbed the others. The Sidhe are no more, and it's better this way for all the damage that they did. Melfir. He desecrated our most sacred burial site, and now we can no longer enter it to visit our ancestors. It's a bitter legacy of the conflict. The inner sanctum. Hoping to raid a tomb, are you? Forget it. The catacombs are now so filled with angry spirits that no one can enter without being torn apart. And because I do not know what was done to upset them, I cannot undo it. What? Let me see it. Gods, yes, here it is. He took something out. He said she begged him to do it. Foolish, foolish girl. She wanted an imperial burial for the baby in temple grounds under the gaze of the man-god Hellas. You've got to get it back. The remains of Beetild's stillborn child. I can only suppose she abandoned our traditions to take up the worship of her husband's gods, and had her baby removed from the catacombs and interred in the temple in Marka. No wonder the ancestors are angry. He tore that babe out of their very arms. You have to retrieve the remains and return them to the Chamber of the Stars. You're in the guild, after all. Consider it a contract. Steal the smallest burial urn for me from the Temple of Talus in Marketh, then meet me at the entrance to the catacombs on the hill. The journal gives a good description of both. I'll scry the time of your arrival.
Need something?
Yes, lass. Did you need something? Things are looking up around here, lass. Of course. But just one thing. You've been away from the cistern for quite a long time. No, nothing like that. It's just that I've been worried about you, lass. My contacts assured me that you'd made it to the City of Stone, but nothing more. That would be foolish indeed. No, it's just... I wanted to make sure you didn't get into serious trouble. Aye, and I wasn't at your back when you faced that trouble in the Twilight Sepulchre. I want to make amends for that. All you have to do is ask. Now, what did you want to talk about? Is that so? Was it valuable as well? That's great news. And with you in charge, we'd be making some coin. Just give Fingers his cut, and you can do what you want. I do understand. But before you go, I've got a bit of an errand to run in Stone. Nothing big as all that. But I need someone I can trust to do this for me. Just head over to the Red Reward and speak to the tavern keeper. He's a contact of the guild. He'll tell you when you're picking it up. I'm sort of in a hurry, and I'd appreciate it if you would leave right away. Thank you, lass. I promise you it will be short and sweet. Things are looking up around here, lass.